Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special video. Today we are going to take a look at the Star Wars fan game, Star Wars Redemption again. I did a video on this fan game a couple of weeks ago, and the reception from you guys was excellent. And I'm happy to say that the game has been updated, and a lot of new features have been added, including finally combat mechanics and enemies you can fight. Last time we did the video, of course, you could visit various very beautifully crafted levels, but all you could do was just collect collectibles, and some people didn't really like that, but now you actually have proper combat in the game as well. This is the Coruscant space level that was also in the previous version, but as you can see, it has been updated with some new rooms and new assets, including the Naboo starfighter, and we have some R2 droids. So it looks awesome, way more polished, detailed, way more clones as well. And we're just going to take a look at what's new. Many of the older levels have also been actually updated, like for example, Liberian Temple has now way more collectibles for you to collect. It has enemies to fight, but also new assets like, for example, crashed starfighters in the level itself. So it's worth your time to go back to some of the levels you already know. For today's video, though, I want to mainly focus on some of the completely new levels, including the droid ship and Coruscant Temple. We also are going to take a look at Geonosis Canyon, because besides just enemies you can fight, they also added friendly AI Jedi that fight with you. So it's very cool to see that. And on the Geonosis level, this is displayed the best in my opinion. For starters, though, we're going to start with the droid ship, because the level layout there is the most simple, and that makes it easier to just talk about exactly what is new and what this version of the game brings. This game is completely free, by the way. If you want to download it, the download link is in the description down below. So here we are on the droid ship, and as you can see, we arrive with some clones, and for this level we will be fighting battle droids. And battle droids are not the only enemy type you can actually fight in this version, but in this particular level it's all about the battle droids. What's very cool is in the previous version we already had the block, or in this case parry mechanic, of holding up both lightsabers. Again, this is a very cool thing where she is holding up the lightsabers with the Force. And now it actually properly works, where even you can deflect the blasters back at them, and it can even take out the enemy if, I think it's a timing thing. Yep, there you go. And what's really cool too is you have dismemberment, and this also works on the other enemy types which you will be fighting. Which, if I have to say something that I didn't really like about the Obi-Wan series that they recently added, is that they very much weakened the lightsaber with multiple scenes of Obi-Wan hacking into stormtroopers, and basically no dismemberment happening at all. Anyway, besides some new moves, we also have a dash now, which we can use, which looks very cool. It might have been in the previous version, but I don't remember using it at all, so I think that's new. But we also have some new skins. So of course, as last time, you can completely change the color of your lightsaber. We'll go for a more yellowish thing. That's not new, but what is new is this particular skin here, the Jedi Master skin, and it looks absolutely awesome. I love the cape that actually follows you around like that. The physics looks really, really good. Makes you feel much more like an actual Jedi, unless you want to go for more, the clone trooper aesthetic. But you can also take off the robe, as you can also take off the helmet when you are in the clone skin. The game also has multiple difficulties. It has things to unlock if you actually collect enough collectibles. So this version actually now is pretty robust on what they have to offer, and I definitely would recommend you checking it out. It's absolutely awesome. I feel like these people absolutely poured in their heart and soul into this project, and it's beautiful to see, how detailed and how good this game is, where, the multi-million-dollar companies just are not even able to make something like this, because all the, the corporate greed is in the way of making something absolutely awesome. I will say this, in the actual version, or the starter version, there are way more collectibles for you to collect here and there. The collectibles don't seem to reset. I'm not entirely sure how. There's a button to like summon the collectibles. I think it's like R or maybe P. I don't know. There's a button that actually summons it. Maybe it's V. Oh, it's V. So it summons them, and I thought like maybe this resets them to where they go to their original position, but they just swarm around me and then go back in me. But basically, I've collected already a whole bunch, so that's why you actually don't see me collecting all that much in these levels. But if you would be playing this for the first time, besides fighting all these droids, you would also be collecting Force Ghosts. Alright. There's a bit more to explore, but basically with the droid ship, I think we've seen the most unique areas. Again, very cool here, where you have some elements there where you can get a jump boost. I think it's time to visit Coruscant on the ground, and instead of fighting droids, we are fighting clones with Order 66. So let's see. The Coruscant Temple. Here we go. What I love about this, and you will see this too if you revisit some of the older levels, is that you can see a clear level structure or structure of progress in the level design. What I mean by this is that the game kind of pushes you into a direction that feels natural instead of you just blindly exploring where to go. You know, we are here in like the sewer system, and as you can see here, the clones are waiting for us, trying to get rid of all the Jedi, and our goal obviously is to get actually to the temple to help aid the Jedi that are in need. And as you can see here, we got some decapitations, we got some dismemberment. Bring it back. Come on, Disney. Don't weaken the lightsaber that much. I know you're a family all show, but come on. Oh, these are the collectibles I was talking about. Ooh, let's see if we can get them. There we go. And along the way in your first playthrough, there's a lot more collectibles here. That's why this seems a bit barren, but if you play this for the first time, it's not. Here we are. This is actually the first time for me, back when I playtested this, seeing the R2 units. So I was like, oh my god, it's so cool seeing these little details. It really rewards those that explore. Again, lovely physics there. You can actually see the clones fight other Jedi down there. The audio might be a little bit low. It's mostly because the music, again, Star Wars music and YouTube don't get along at all. Here you can see arms, legs, just everything being chopped up. Very cool too is that we have a lot of different weapons for the clone troopers themselves. Many have the longer rifles, some have the pistols. Also, depending on what level you are playing, they will have different divisions. So a lot of different clone skins available as well. So again, it's just full of detail. You can feel all the effort that's been put into this. And I love it. It's I realize that it's still, I guess, a little bit too small to be seen as a complete game. But I'm not kidding in that maybe 1 or 2 more updates and this will be a better game than some of the fully fledged Star Wars games out there. I'm not kidding on that. Like, it might need a few more features, maybe a story or a more like objective thing, and then it'll just be absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is already fantastic. I am loving this game. I mean, look at this, people. Seeing the Jedi Temple like this in all its glory, it's fantastic. You see all the alien heads over here in gold. Let's actually see if we can find a friendly Jedi. my playtesting, they were actually over here. Oh, we got a collectible. Hold on. Gotta collect it. Oh, what's this? Oh, this will boost me up. Yeah, very nice. For the video, also, this is currently the easiest difficulty. This was just so that it's easier for me to talk to. Maybe in the next level, I will up the difficulty a little bit to see how that goes. But it might actually be that the Jedi here are already killed. I assume they don't respond. This is actually a nice room. This was like all the flowers and stuff. Also a boost. It's just... Oh, here we go. We got Jedi. You can see here too, double-bladed lightsaber, regular one. The animation looks awesome. Look at him deflecting, getting closer. Oh, he got killed. Now it's up to his friend to take out the thing. As you can see, the pathing and the AI still need some work. It's an early version. It's a free game. Give it some slack. We'll help out our Jedi friend. Oh, here you can see one with a yellow lightsaber. I think how it works, there are like 2 friendly Jedi in this game that if they die, they get like respawned. This one is stuck, unfortunately. Maybe we can like unstuck it. No, we just clip through it. And there we got another one with a double-bladed lightsaber. Let's see how he fights. Oh, he got killed fast. Those clones are no joke. Alright, let's actually go now to Geonosis to get a better look at the friendly AI fighting the other one. Oh, this Jedi actually finally died, so that might have actually reset it. But yeah, this is an awesome, awesome level to see the progress. Again, we'll go and revisit some older levels now, but I am loving the progress here. People, please support this. The thing is, I don't know if these creators have something like a Patreon or something. Sometimes, like, these fan creators don't have, like, Patreons or other forms where you can, like, you know, compensate them. Obviously, they cannot ask real money for the actual product, but I believe myself that things like Patreon are a great way to still, you know, support these developers without actually, you know, getting into legal or illegal territories, which might get them in trouble. Anyway, without further ado, let's actually switch up to Geonosis, and let's see how much that has changed. There we go, Geonosis Canyon. And we immediately load it in. Here we immediately have 2 Jedi, a Twi'lek. I also love the aesthetic. You can actually see the cartoony look on the faces. It's really just a great homage to the Clone Wars. And here we go. Oh, she's feisty. She smells blood, or in this case, oil, I guess, since they're fighting droids. Oh, and there she goes! Taken down, and these 2 Jedi are just taking their sweet-ass time. They're like, it's a Monday, come on, man. We hate Mondays. Switch back to this. I just love this skin so much. It's so cool. Which is weird because, again, I also do love the fact that we're like a clone trooper with a lightsaber. Just that premise alone is awesome. And, you know, like I said, it's still very much in the early phase. You know, them taking their time, the pathing issues. But the fact that we already have this is a great step forward. And compared to what we had before, there's so much more content here. It's great. So, you know, I believe in this project in that, you know, it might take a while for updates to come, but at least the developers, you know, are trusted and talented enough to bring something to the table that is worth playing. You You know, now that I also have the YouTube channel, The Game Archivist, which is actually doing very well. It's actually doing better than the Kanoa channel, so The Game Archivist might actually be now considered my main channel. But, you know, I want to support more small, like, indie projects on things like Kickstarter or GoFundMe or whatever. But it's so difficult to know which projects are, like, worth, like, you know, trusting, because there's a lot of scams on there. So it's sometimes difficult to pick out the gems between all that doo-doo. Here we go. Another couple of Jedis. Boom! Making mincemeat out of these droids. But it actually cost the lives of 2 Jedi. Only this Twi'lek here survived. Look at that. I cannot emphasize enough how much I love the look that they are straight from the TV show. Like, the amount of games that we have from the TV show is actually, like, you can be counted on one hand. Oh no, all the Jedi! Let's help them out. Oh, they all died. No! Should have done the dash. I keep forgetting that I can press F to dash. Let's actually also change the color of the lightsaber. I feel purple. Let's Mace Windu this. There we go. I think there's just some collectibles over there. Here we actually got some droids. You can actually just leave them alone and go further, but let's just take them out, shall we? I actually do own the Clone Wars game on Steam. I'm actually able to play that with the whole like Xbox Live bullcrap thing that they have on there. So I might actually do a video of that as well. Oh god. But again, this is so much better. And I don't actually know how big this team is that is working on it. I don't, for example, know if they are looking for more like artists or game developers or that sort of thing. But, you know, like I said, link for this game is in the description. You know, if you know something about game making and think you can actually strengthen the team, maybe give them a message. The developer actually left a message on my video and seems like a very nice person. So I'm sure they're super chill to talk to and interact with. And again, they seem a fan of the Rayman games. In the last video, I talked about aesthetically, and Geonosis is a bit of a bad example, but aesthetically it reminded me of the Rayman games. And I actually got a question in the comments like, which Rayman game? Because most of the regular ones don't have that color aesthetic. But it's Hoodlum Havoc. I think it's the third one. That was like on GameCube. I think it was also on PlayStation 2, Xbox. That has a darker, more purple-ish tone for some of the levels. That's what it reminded me of. And we'll actually end with the level that I thought reminded me of it. So we'll actually go and do... yeah, you guys can see if you can unlock the bonus levels, but we'll do the Liberian Ruins. This is the one that actually reminded me of Hoodlum Havoc. Again, the giant mushrooms. Again, cartoony aesthetic, really vibrant, really colorful, just oozes Rayman in my opinion. And again, I should also say this might not look that interesting in terms of like what you can do in this level, but I've collected all of the collectibles already. So just imagine collectibles and all those mushrooms. I think we're going over here. Are we? Yes, we are. And again, some nice detail, because some of the assets might not seem like Star Wars, but they always remind you a little bit that you're playing a Star Wars game by having some ships in the background. And again, I don't need much. I said before, I love exploring in games, and so having good and fun level design is way more important in that sense. Boop! See? Mechanics like that. Simple, but I love to see them. I love to see them. And here we go. I believe also in the previous version, the only kind of area you could explore in this was this upper level. And so they added this whole thing. So again, people, if you already played the previous version, definitely also go back to some of the older levels. It is worth checking out. Yeah, man, if you want to see... Oh, for example, these mushrooms. These mushrooms are just straight up a Rayman, aren't they? Color-wise and stuff? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for... Oh. Whoops. Thanks so much for watching. Please support this product. Link is in the description down below. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm going to keep track when more updates are going to come out, and I cannot wait to see what this project evolves into. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you know any other cool fan games out there, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.